cry and you want to smile but you have to sigh. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Because you never know how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight. When your hardest hit, it's when things seem worst that you must not quit. With this inspiring note, I, Dr. Pallavi Pathak, on behalf of School of Management Sciences, welcome you all to the inaugural session of this undergraduate orientation program. A very good afternoon to the honored chief guest, Executive Secretary Sir, Director Sir, Registrar Sir, MB Singh Sir, respected deans, post coordinators, my worthy colleagues and dear students. I take immense pride to share that we are indeed quite fortunate to have with us today a very erudite personality as our esteemed guest. Professor T.N. Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapeeth, is the chief guest of the session. Student, today is not just another day, it's a new opportunity, another chance, a new beginning, embrace it. Welcome the future and be ready for new challenges. Let us now formally commence the inaugural session of this orientation program. Allow me to request Professor T.N. Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, along with MP Singh Sir, our Director Professor P.N. Jha Sir, Registrar Sir, and Deans to come forward for ceremonial lamp lighting. In furtherance of the same, I now request all the dignitaries to garland the statue of Goddess Saraswati, who is considered in our culture an authority of academics and the arts. Let's seek her blessings as the new students begin their new quest for knowledge and excellence. Chief guest Professor T.N. Singh, along with Director Professor P.N. Jha, Professor Sandeep Singh, Professor Kamal Shil Mishra, and Professor R.K. Singh. Thank you, mark of a formal welcome, I now request Registrar of the Institute, Mr. Sanjay Gupta, to welcome Chief guest of the inaugural session, Professor T.N. Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapeeth, with a bouquet. I now request Mr. Atish Khatse to welcome Mrs. Alpana Singh with a bouquet. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome this new morning with a smile and a determination to do something great. Open your eyes to a new world out there, waiting for you to come out and explore. Students, we are truly fortunate to have a very highly qualified and learned personality as the head of staff at SMS. I now request Director of the Institute, Professor P. N. Jha, for the welcome address in this inaugural session of undergraduate orientation program.
Respected Professor T. N. Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapeeth, and the Chief Guest of the program, Madam Vice Chancellor Mrs. Singh, my colleagues sitting on the dais, Professor Kamal Mishra, Head of Computer Sciences Department, Professor Sandeep Singh, Head of Management and Commerce Department, Professor R. K. Singh, Chairperson of CEISD, Honorable Member Academic Council, Dr. N. B. Singh, Dr. N. P. Singh, Honorable Executive Secretary, SMS Varanasi, Registrar, Mr. Sanjay Gupta, Course Coordinator, BBA Program, Mr. Amitabh Pandey, Course Coordinator, BCom Program, Mr. Atish Khatse, Course Coordinator, BCA Program, Mr. A.P. Dubey, and Course Coordinator, BA Honours Mass Communication Program, Mr. A. Pandey. My other worthy colleagues, the coordinator of this inaugural session, Dr. Pallavi Pathak, and my very, very dear students of the new batch of BBA, BCA, BCom and BA Honours Mass Communication, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a memorable, exuberant occasion and also a landmark day in not only the life history of School of Management Sciences Varanasi, but in your own profile also. Because today, you are going to step in a new era of your educational part of your life, beginning your UG programs very formally. At this auspicious occasion, I take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to all of you. Friends, your orientation program and its beginning, this year it has got a special flavor because it is being flagged off by the Honorable Vice Chancellor of our university, Professor T. N. Singh, a gentleman par excellence and endowed with a king-size professorial profile. Professor Singh is coming from one of the most highly acclaimed engineering institutions in India, IIT Bombay. And you know that within a very short period of his taking over the reins of Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapeeth, he has established a new work culture in the university, and I'm sure that people would certainly see what is the real meaning of the administrative metal and administrative clout. Sir, entire SMS fraternity feels honored to have you with us today, this morning, and they join me in extending a very tempestuous welcome to you. So far as this program is concerned, orientation, friends, this is nothing but a kind of your academic socialization. You are coming from your +2 background, and here, while participating to your UG programs for the next 3 years, you will be brought more and more proximal to all those activities, all those various functionaries with whom you are likely to interact during this period. You see, your institution, as everybody says, that SMS is having a very arrogantly beautiful campus. So this campus is equally loaded with the state-of-the-art infrastructure on all the various verticals. You know, you are going to have the guidance from a pool of very brilliant professors. They are having expertise in their respective areas of a long time. The majority of your teachers staying here, they are having experience of 20 years or so. So far as this institution is concerned, you might be knowing through the prospectus that in the year 1995 only, this institution was established under the able guidance of some of the very renowned professors of Banaras Hindu University, Allahabad University, and Delhi University. And that's why the institution developed a grit to capture the core value of quality in the very underpinnings of its foundation. And we have been able to sustain this quality in all the various scholastic endeavor of SMS. And friend, on account of this very grit, in the very first stroke, the institution was able to grab A grade from NET. I think under Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapith, this is the singular institution having this kind of accolade. Friend, when this issue has come, I would like to put to your mind a very sincere and very sensitive issue where you are equally involved. This institution, your batches, whether it is BBA or BCA or BCom, because BA Honours Mass Communication is yet to establish. All these 3 courses have been giving toppers to Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapith. And not only toppers, majority of the top 10 positions, they have been snatched by our students, and this is our relationship with the university. So friends, while making your academic pursuit, you have to take care of this major concern of mine, because I have this high expectation from you also that you will maintain this trend. Friend, here you have got everything. We have got a very rich library where more than 35,000 books are housed, more than 150 journals, both national and international, they are being subscribed for you. Your own institution has been publishing 4 biannual journals without any interruption. And these journals are not only UGC approved, but some of them are internationally indexed with Scopus Elsevier. So apart from that, you also have your SMS newsletter. So these publications, they will be providing you the platform to showcase your talent in writing areas, in other co-curricular activities. Because this institution, as I told you earlier, is committed to provide you, to nurture not only your academic and intellectual strivings, but also core and extracurricular activities, as well as your outreach and extension programs. This institution certainly provides you a true context that enhances your professionalism, your humanism, and the social responsibility. To give a focus on the human side of the personality and profession, we have got a special center here, CC. It publishes its own journal, which is worldwide known and famous. And through this center, we are in a position to provide a very concerted focus on the value and ethics. It is being recognized in a very fast way to be the integral part. Friends, you are fortunate in the sense that the time when you have started your career in any of the professional programs, you are automatically the part and parcel of the wave of fourth industrial revolution. You might be knowing that since until 20th century, we already have 3 industrial revolutions, 1, 2, and 3. Now this is the 4th industrial revolution, IR 4.0 era, where the backbone, the entire wave of technology and creativity, they are involving and evolving around 10 technologies. And you'll find that in these 10 technologies, you certainly have some linkage, some relevance, irrespective of the course you belong to. They include additive manufacturing, augmented reality, autonomous robots, artificial intelligence, the cloud, the Internet of Things, horizontal and vertical integration, simulation, big data and analytics, and the cyber security. Whether you belong to commerce or BBA or be a mass communication or BCA, you will find that there are ample linkages of your program. That's why the entire country would also be looking at you for needful contribution from your side. So friend, this is all about a range of my expectation from you to kindly come forward with full enthusiasm and heed to the guidance, to the suggestions of your course coordinators and teachers, and for the 3 years now, try to mortgage yourself to us. And I'm sure that the way you will be trained here would certainly enable you to get the capacity to draw gold from the dross. Once again, with a very exulting reverence and deep sense of gratitude, on behalf of all of you, I extend a tempestuous welcome to Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Singh and seek his blessings for the institution, for my students. I wish the program a grand success. Thank you.
I now invite Dr. Avinash Chandra Sukkar to present preamble of SMS.
Thank you very much, Kalpina. Respected Director Sir, Honorable Chief Guest of this orientation program, dignitaries seated on the dais as well as in the audience, faculty members and new members of the SMS family. I stand before you today to share the preamble of School of Management Sciences. The vision, mission statement, quality policy and the guiding values which constitute the preamble of SMS are not just mere assimilation of words and statements for us. In fact, they are the guiding force behind the legacy of this institution. By religiously following this preamble, SMS, which was established in the year 1995 with the flagship PGDM program, with only 27 students, at present is mentoring more than 1,500 students enrolled across 8 different programs. It is noteworthy today that SMS is ranked amongst the top 50 B schools of the country and has also been accredited with A grade by the prestigious body NAC. We are confident that in the guiding light of this preamble, SMS in the near future will be reaching to new heights of success and glory. Our vision is to become a constantly growing center of excellence, nurturing global-centric professional leadership based on ethical and moral attributes. We at SMS have embarked on a journey towards continuous improvement and constant growth. We shall grow through innovation, association, and amalgamation of thoughts. SMS shall always remain in competition with itself and shall be the best benchmark organization in the eyes of all its stakeholders. SMS family members, students, industry associates, and most importantly, society at large. SMS being a learning organization shall always remain sensitive to global conditions and situations, and accordingly prepare proactive and adaptive leader professionals who are fit to handle any challenges successfully and achieve success for themselves and their organization anywhere in the globe. SMS is cognizant towards its responsibility towards society and shall always hold on to the ethical and moral compass to guide it on its growth path. Our mission is to create excellent learning ambience through innovation in teaching, research and consultancy for producing professionals capable of answering global challenges and demonstrating high ethical and moral standards. We at SMS shall have an atmosphere conducive to collaborative and cooperative learning. The learner and the learning objectives shall be at the center of all our teaching endeavors. We at SMS believe that the teacher and the student, the learner and the trainer, have the confluence in purpose. To serve the ultimate objective of being learner-centered, we shall not hesitate in breaking away from tradition or convention and going on uncharted waters to devise, design, and implement methods and resources to bring out the maximum for achievement of our shared objective. Our quality policy stands for imparting value-based education of highest standard relevant to the contemporary world. We believe that professional education and training, which is meeting or exceeding expectations in terms of content and delivery, are imparted to which consistent with ethical and moral values and mentioned in our ancient scriptures and epics. We ensure that our students feel definite and positive change in their entry and exit profiles. The guiding force for all the transactions with our students shall be our conformance to our vision statement. We shall ensure to maintain highest professional standards in all our transactions. We shall do the self-evaluation and collaborating learning in order to improve constantly, keeping in line with our stated mission statement. Our guiding values are trust, sense of ownership, sense of contribution, innovation, modesty, and mutual respect. In the end, I will pray to the Almighty to grant all of you the capacity, the intent and the conviction to follow this preamble and to achieve your goals in life. Wishing you all the best for your future. Thank you very much.
Sandeep Singh, Head Management and Commerce, and also Dean Development and Student Affairs, to provide an insight into the various undergraduate programs.
Thank you, Madam. Chief guest of today's function, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapeeth, Professor T.N. Singh, respected Director Sir, my colleagues, Professor Kamalshil Mishra and Professor R.K. Singh, our Executive Secretary Sir, Registrar Sir, M.V. Singh Sir, my other colleagues and dear students. I have been given the responsibility to tell about the UG programs, namely three: BBA, BCom and BA Honours Mass Communication. So I would like to start with BBA because I would like to share some information that in 1991 Indian economy got liberalized and private sector started booming. A lot of multinationals started coming in our country. As a result, there was a huge demand for business professionals. But India was lacking that. So our SMS, it started in 1995 with one course, that is PGDM, that was a PG course. But soon our institute realized that there should be one course in UG also which relates to professional management. And I am glad to tell you that we discussed this issue with BBS Purvanchal University, because at that time UG programs were governed by Purvanchal University. They said, okay, you prepare the ordinance, syllabus, everything. School of Management Sciences designed or wrote down the ordinance, total syllabus. It was submitted to Purvanchal University. They accepted that, and first time BBA program was started in Eastern Uttar Pradesh. And we were the initiator, School of Management Sciences. So this is one achievement we can say. And right from that, 1998, regularly, and other institutes also started this BBA programs. And but as far as our history of BBA program is concerned, as directors have told, that we have been regularly giving toppers to the universities. Moreover, there have been huge demand for this among students of this part of the country to take admission in School of Management Sciences. As time changes, curriculum of BBA has also changed from time to time. Presently, in BBA, students have to study 37 subjects, 37 plus one project. And it ranges from general management to statistics, research methodology, then some subjects related to marketing management, human resource management, production management, finance management. So it's a very comprehensive course, well designed by Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapeeth. And all those students who pass out after doing BBA, they must be having all the skills required to become successful in the professional world. As far as BCom is concerned, 10-12 years back we started BCom program here, but because of some space constraints we had to stop that. But from 2014 onwards, we again started this BCom program, realizing that there is a huge demand among students for quality education in commerce. So we started in 2014, and since then it has been again a very successful program run by School of Management Sciences. The difference between BBA and BCom is like in BCom you have more focus on accounts, auditing, then money, banking, but in BBA it's more related to core business practices. So students who pass out BCom, actually they see career in as a chartered accountant, company secretary, or say auditors. And also some of the students, they again after doing BCom they shift again to the MBA program. So a lot of options are there for BCom students. They can come back to this our business management side also. But BBA students have to continue with their business administration. So more options for BCom students. As far as BA Honors Mass Communication is concerned, our institute thought, and you all know that today media has become so powerful. One news in any corner of this world can become viral within seconds. So power of media has increased a lot. Moreover, you all know that every now and then new news channels are coming on as far as TV is concerned. Newspapers are being started. So there is a huge demand for professionals in mass communication. Today, elections are won or lost on the basis of the power of political parties in mass communication. You all know. So this field is a very emerging field. A lot of demand is there for professionals in this field. And we have started it only 1 year back. This is our second batch. But I am glad to inform you that we are, our mass media lab. It's a world-class lab which we are preparing, and all of you students of mass communication would be highly benefited. And we assure you that you would get the best education there. And we hope that in coming years, if we switch on Zee TV or India TV, we would see some of our students reporting them. Right? So that's our objective. I once again congratulate all the students for taking admission here, and I wish them all the best.
Thank you, Sandeep.
Honorable Chief Guest of the program, Professor T.S. Singh ji, our respected Director Sir, my respected colleagues sitting on the dais, our Executive Secretary Sir, Dr. N.B. Singh Sir, Registrar, Ma'am, and the new future professionals of India. First of all, I would like to congratulate you for joining this SMS family and getting admitted into different UG courses. As rightly explained by my colleague Professor Sandeep Singh ji, like BBA course, our BCA course too is affiliated with Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapeeth. It's a 3-year complete course, and further it is divided into 6 different semesters. In each semester, you have 5 different papers, and that paper is fully supported by the lab activities. Because the concept of introducing this BCA course was not only to have the basic knowledge of computers, which is greatly desired by the industry, but also the learning by doing. So whatever theory subjects you would be studying in this each semester, that would be practically justified, verified in the lab. And I am happy to share with you that we have a very rich computer center available over here, and it's up to you to best utilize the infrastructures available over here. In the 5th and 6th semester, you are supposed to do a project that would be based on whatever subjects you have learned, you have studied within this 4th semester or 5th semester, 20-25 subjects. Based on that, you would be developing the softwares. And in the 6th semester also, and that too would be evaluated by the external examiners and all that. We do have the seasonal marks too, and we have different criteria for allocating the seasonal marks to the students. Like, we are conducting 2 class tests within 1 semester and 1 midterm test. Marks are also allocated onto your daily attendance. Do not think that 75% attendance is necessary as per the university requirement. But what we expect from you is approaching 100% attendance over here. That is desired, that is required from your end. Because the coming 3 years are not yours. Now you have to surrender the next 3 years to SMS family. And believe me, you would be the happiest person if you do so. Because as Director Sir told, that the top rankers are from SMS and SMS only. Not only this, I am happy to let you know that even in our MCA course, our BCA students admitted and got admitted in the MCA course, they are doing excellent, they are doing wonders. And that is what is desired from your end also. In the last year, we do organize one mini tech marathon activity. This is very unique activity we started depending upon the feedback we are getting from the industry. In order to give you the real industry experience, continuously for 8 hours you would be sitting with us and you would be providing the solution right up from the scratch. From scratch to solution depending upon the technologies, whatever you have learned within the whole 3 years of your BCA durations. I remember my days when we started our first batch of BCA student on 26th of October 1998 there in Athua Market with 28 students. And you will be happy to know that even today itself, the first batch, first students, they are in touch with us. We have a very strong alumni base. Every year we are organizing our alumni meet, not only in Varanasi, but in Bombay, in Delhi, and other places. The software earlier that was used in the BBA Purvanchal University was developed by our students. In the counseling whatever software that was used in the BBA Purvanchal University, that software was developed by our SMS students. So with these words, I once again wish you a very happy and future and best future for you. Thank you.
We are extremely fortunate to have amongst us Professor T.N. Singh for the very first time. Students, Professor T.N. Singh is the 33rd Vice Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapeeth, Varanasi. Professor Singh has completed his graduation, post-graduation and PhD from BHU. Prior to his stint at IIT Bombay, Professor Singh has worked with the Institute of Technology BHU as well. At IIT Bombay, he has been Institute Geoscience Chair Professor 2015 and Independent Director of HPCL 2017. Professor T.N. Singh has held many important posts both in academics and administration and has convened many seminars and workshops. He has received scores of prestigious awards and honors. Professor Singh is on the editorial board of many prestigious national and international journals and has been working on many prominent projects. With a specialization in engineering geology, rock mechanics and stope stability, Professor Singh has as many as 331 research papers to his credit. I know, quite incredible that sounds, 331 research papers. I now earnestly request Honorable BC Sir to come and bless the newcomers.
Honorable Director of this Institute, Professor B.N. Jha, Head Management and Commerce, Team Development of Student Affairs, Mr. Sandeep Singh, Professor R.K. Singh, Dean Research and Development, Professor K.S. Misra, Head Computer Science Department and Dean System and Information Technology, my old friend Professor N.D. Singh, member of Institute Council of SMS, a very dynamic and vibrant Executive Secretary, Dr. M.P. Singh, a very efficient and effective registrar, Dr. Gupta, the students, faculty, and employees of this institute. It is indeed a great privilege for me
who are standing before the future managers of this country. And people say that management is doing the things right and leadership is doing right things. It is really unbelievable. The institution is started in 1995 with 20 students, and after 23 years, it is just like going in a geometrical progression, 20,000. So this credit goes to a man behind all this show, is Dr. M.B. Singh ji. And once I was thinking how to describe his personality, then I remember and recall one of the quotations said by Ronald Reagan, and he said, "You surround yourself with the best people. You can find delegate authority and do not interfere as long as the policy you have decided upon is being carried out." So it is a true for him, because once I was coming here, I asked how frequently you visit on this day, and he said that I don't want to interfere in academic, and rarely I do. Then I was thinking that I should just how to describe his vision. Friends, you know, this country is going with a different spinning motion in terms of industrialization, in terms of technological development, in terms of the social development. And everywhere, the word management become a common word, and very loosely we are using it. In many times, people are using anything, we isko manage karo. I don't understand what is the meaning of that kind of the management, but management can be a true and systematic knowledge which you can transfer to the society for the national development. And that is the responsibility of all those who are newcomers who have been admitted. They are a very large number, either bachelor or in this master degree. Why we need a orientation program for such kind of things? The orientation purpose is to mold you in the right direction, on the right path. You have a very learned, dedicated, devoted, and very disciplined professors, faculty, administration. They are trying to mold you in the right path because you came from the different background, different schools, different type of the society, different type of the family. But once you are in SMS family, they want to assimilate everybody in the same fashion, in the same manner, so that you can think in a right direction. And this is I think, the purpose of orientation. It doesn't mean that you have been not oriented. If you have not been oriented, then how you could become here? But you know, the wood has the energy, but we need some sparking. It doesn't mean wood doesn't have the energy. It has the energy, but it is inherent, and there is something need to be a spark so that it start burning. So your teachers are like that. They are trying to give you some spark so that you can start burning, and this flame will be not be restricted in a small SMS campus. It should spread at the national level, international level. Any good institution is known by its alumnus and its product. Just like any company also known by its reputation of the byproduct. Scientists are known by the process they develop for the making the product. So you have a bigger legacy behind you of the 23 years. And Professor M.B. Singh is witness, I think, from the scratch to the sky-high building. So how the small brain behind this all concept, Dr. M.P. Singh had grown this into a larger dimension. This is my first visit to this institute. But when I came as a vice chancellor responsibility, I made director, executive secretary, and they have made several proposals that how we can grow together. Because the Vidyapeeth is one institution which is growing by the shadow of good institution surrounded by us. And I think SMS is one of the leading ones. So I thank this organizer particularly for being with us and strengthening the Mahatma Gandhi Kasi Vidyapeeth and giving the strength to the university to take a larger responsibility. And I just wish to inform few things that Kasi Vidyapeeth is now responsible for taking Inter-University Cultural Festival of Uttar Pradesh. This responsibility has been given to us by the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister and Education Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Dr. Dinesh Sharma. The Prayavaran Mahakumbh will be also be given the responsibility to conduct it and hosted by the Mahatma Gandhi Kasi Vidyapeeth. We have a different kind of MOU we are signing with the different institutions. Recently we have signed one of these MOU for the sports development. This will be MOU which will give you the brand name. Just like you have seen this cricket league, kabaddi league, and every team has the name. So that institution will give us the name and they will brand us, and all the sports festivals which will be hosted and conducted under the umbrella of Mahatma Gandhi Kasi Vidyapeeth, that will be not going to the only the BD news, but all the sports channels will be going to cover and they will be published. Friends, you know that the Kasi Vidyapeeth is going to complete in 100 years. We have the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi ji. And by the same time, when we are reaching on that level, SMS is completing 25 years, going to be complete 25. So, many things coming together to celebrate and share with the society about the mission, vision and action. I want to say, my dear students, that there is three things always remember. If you have the good vision, you have completed your work in 25%. If you have the good mission, then the 50% work is completed. But if you have the good action, it is 100%, nobody can stop it. So I have seen in your journal that you have a very nice vision, very good mission, and the left action for you people. I was thinking why action has been not written. Then I thought it is left to the student to act upon that mission and vision and make it a grand success, this institution. Once the institution grows, you will grow. Because this is the place which gives you a new birth. This is your academic mother and father, this institution. And whenever you will sign, two things you cannot change, your father's name and your institution. Either you leave this world, then only you can forget about these two things. So, you have a great responsibility, you have a great challenge, but you know there is a no pain, no gain. So until unless you will not take pain in this age, you will not gain. So always forget about this shortcut. In the life, those who adopted shortcut, their life is also short. their vision is also set. Also take a long path, it should be sustainable, then you can get the success. So success has no alternative than the honestly doing the work in the right path, in the right direction, under the area of right guru. So I wish that your stay and your study at SMS will be highly, you can say this, achievable. You can achieve your objective for the purpose you have admitted in this course, and you can fulfill the aspiration of your family, your institution, as well as the nation. But once you are thinking globally, you should also think locally. And people say, think globally, act globally. I think being in Banaras, why not SMSH take some kind of initiative, and I request Dean R&D, Mr. Singh, can you have any plan for this traffic management of Varanasi? I am putting the question as a student that can any management institute bring out a certain level of management system which will be acceptable to the society, and by the same time it can facilitate the traffic. Because I think it is not a problem of myself that I am being late for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, but a precious time you are losing in the traffic. Dr. Misra has discussed about this, and directors have also discussed about the artificial intelligence. We can make a certain kind of this virtual road transport system which can direct to the people and to the administration that this will be the right direction and right way to traffic management. And it's just like you have said, proudly, and we also feel proud, which you have said, that your software is being used by the Purvanchal University for all sort of the admission and the course. But can we produce this kind of things for this city, which is one of the oldest civilized and continuously active city? So please think. And the teacher who is good, who always put a tough question to the students. And the students are also very good, who are giving trouble through the question to the teachers. So teaching is not the one-way traffic. Teaching is always a two-way traffic. And right teaching is reaching the mind of the student. So I look at your face, and suddenly it came to my mind that I should put certain uncomfortable questions which you should go and think and try to act, and even we can succeed in 10%, I think it will be most achievable thing which we can do for the society. Because society has given everything. So kindly think about this one. And this is a burning problem, I think. Because I have completed 2 months, 26 days as a Vice Chancellor of this university. And in one function, I have reached 1.5 hours late. In spite of I started 45 minutes from Kasi Vidyapeeth to reaching to BHU campus, but it took 2.5 hours. So from that day, I was thinking how to solve this problem. But the present responsibility is given to me doesn't allow me to think in this direction. But anyhow, coming to this track, once again, I am grateful to the director and this head of this institution who have provided me this opportunity to share my few things, a few ideas about you. And we can grow together. If SMS will grow, Vidyapeeth will grow. If Vidyapeeth will grow, SMS will also grow. So it is a win-win situation for all the institutions who are associated with Mahatma Gandhi Classic Vidyarthi, that we can individually grow but collectively also grow. And as a Vice Chancellor, I assure you, if you have any problem, be open to discuss. We will try to resolve as much as possible within the shortest span of time. There is no mention of MCOM program, and he said that very recently we are going to start. Because once he made, he had a great pain that the files have been not moving in the right direction, and people said that it was not possible to start in this semester. But once I have seen the profile and attitude and positivity behind this motion, then I thought whether it is a rule or regulation, let us start for the benefit of the society. And we have broken all the records and rules. Because there is a saying that there is a difference between the clerical things and the administration. Administration who thinks out of the box. Clerk who goes by rule. So this is the difference, we have to make it. And if you have any program in future related to some paramedical things, because you will be happy to know that 10 paramedical courses we have approved in the recently 30th of the last month about the hospital management. So I request Director Sir, kindly look at this some program related to management about this medical hospital assistant, medical assistant. Whichever looks fine to you, without much, this doesn't need any building and other. If you can accommodate one or two, it will be again a great help. Because I have seen this course between the Delhi and Calcutta, there is no course in hospital. But if you can look at the southern part of India, every institution has this program. So kindly think in this direction also. So not taking much of the time. Once again, I thank you for inviting me. Thank you very much.
I would like to inform that electronic version of this journal this newsletter is also available on our website. Thank you, everyone. And now it's felicitation time. Though next, I request Alna ma'am to kindly come on stage on dais. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for coming. Finally, I request Professor R.K. Singh,
Chief Guest of the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi Classic Vidyarthi, Professor T.N. Singh ji, Executive Secretary of SNS Varanasi, Dr. M.P. Singh ji, Honorable Director of the SNS Varanasi, Professor T.N. Johnson, my Guru, Professor M.P. Singh ji, who is also the Executive Council member of SNS Varanasi, Shri Sanjay Gupta ji, Registrar of SNS Varanasi, Professor Kamal Singh Mishra ji, Head Computer Science Department and Dean Systems and IT. And my colleague, Professor Sandeep Singh ji, Head Management Governance and Dean Development and Student Affairs. Our respected coordinators of different programs, BBA and Mass Communication, Professor Pandey ji, ECOM program, Professor Adish Khatshe ji, BCA program, Professor Anand Dubey, all the respected faculty members, supporting staff, and my dear students. First, I would like to welcome all my friends on this occasion that you decided to join SMS once. The most important thing in our life is to take decisions. And we always used to say that our decisions are based on our Honorable Director Sir has given me the responsibility to build up a draft to create an innovative ecosystem in SMS Varanasi. And sir, we have submitted 51-point agenda for that. In that, there is one point which is very important related with that. Normally, we include our students in different kind of context, like making the business models, like making the advertising, etc., etc. Here in this, name of this concept is Nav Jan Samadhan, means searching for the innovative solution of the public problems. Here, we will invite different problems from the students and they all will work in a group. This concept note has been submitted to the Director Sir and it has been approved also. We are just waiting to start the session. So from this session we will start not only the jam problem, rather the environmental issues also, all the other problems which are related with the common man. So that they can not only be just a classroom student, but rather they can go outside of the classroom and understand what are the actual things which are happening there. It may be a cleanliness aspect, it may be environment aspect, it may be the jam aspect, or whatever things they think so. So this is how we are trying to move ahead, and this will be the beginning from this session, and we will come with the final outcomes very soon in front of you. So first I would like to thank you sir for giving you valuable time to us because being a vice chancellor of the university is having a lot of occupations, a lot of busy schedule. So thank you very much, sir, and keep us blessing like this. I would like to thank our Executive Secretary of Campus Assembly, our Director, Professor P.N. Janji, our academic colleagues, all the faculty members, and my dear students. Wish you all the best. Thank you.